Hello friends, welcome to another episode of My Life Experiences. My name is Nyanewa Sosola, your usual host. In this day and age where the job market has contracted, in this day and age where the job industry has leaned out, in this day and age whereby everyone is practically looking at making ends meet, what can you do as a job searcher to stand out? What can you do as a job searcher to remain relevant? What can you do to stay conspicuous and make it to the shortlist? What can you do to be easily identified by the recruiter? Please pay attention to these 9 points that I'm going to raise in this video, which is going to put you as a front runner on that shortlist. But before I go there, I just want to point out that with the cutting down of the aid, especially the US aid in the developing world, it has heavily affected the operations of the NGOs, non-governmental organizations, be it international NGOs or local NGOs, because they were donor-driven. The NGOs were running on donor money, the largest of which is the USA. So, since Trump has cut down donations to the developing world, the NGO operations have significantly scaled down. Others are closing shop, thereby constricting the job market. The job opportunities have been cut down almost to non-existent. NGOs are closing shop. Even if you look at the UN organizations that was recruiting so many people, they are also scaling down because the UN as well was relying on US aid funding. So US has cut down on funding, the UN has been affected, most people in the UN organizations are losing jobs. By an example, the UNHCR, the one that deals with the refugees here in Malawi, they have closed their offices. They have moved to South Africa. We're no longer having this UNHCR office here in Malawi, to the point that we are also having problems accepting more refugees at our borders, at the Songwe border and other borders that we have. We used to accept refugees here, but since the UNHCR has closed shop, we are also failing to accept these refugees. How are we going to take care of refugees if we are not getting funding to help and assist these refugees? So Malawi is saying that how do we do that? The UN organizations have scaled down. Others like the UNHCR has moved out, they have gone to South Africa. Most people have lost their job. There's so much congestion in the job industry. Everyone is scrambling for the few jobs that are remaining. So the tips that I'm going to give you today, they'll put you at an advantage to get the job of your dream. They'll make you to be a most competitive person in the search for the job, in the hunt for the job, whereby the jobs are so scarce. It will put you at an advantage. If you talk about the EU nations like the France, Germany, UK, them too, they have scaled down their funding in the developing world because they have redirected their funding to more priority areas. To their priority areas in this instant is the Ukraine-Russia war. With the cutting down of the US funding in Ukraine, EU is trying to close down the gap, so it has redirected the funding that was coming to the developing world, to Africa, to Middle East, to wherever, has been cut and redirecting to priority areas in Ukraine. So you can just imagine the kind of situation that we are in. There is a scramble for the few jobs. How can you get that job? How can you be the candidate to access the job of your dream? Point number one, move with the time. In this day, people are no longer relying on the print media. With the advancement in technology, advertisement for jobs are not only happening on the print media. In the olden days, when our parents wake up, they would just go maybe to the streets, they get the paper, they open to the ads page, and they find a list of jobs there. So they'll just pick the one that is most relevant to them and apply for that. But things are no longer like that. We are advancing technologically, and the recruiters, most of them, they are not even advertising in the print media. So shift with the time, pivot with the time. You have also to seek jobs in the social media platforms that are advertising for jobs. Create a profile on the LinkedIn. Okay, you create a profile there, put in your competences, put in your qualifications, put in your education on the LinkedIn, and put all your skills there. It will be bringing you alternatives. It will be bringing you options for the jobs that are available, whether locally, whether internationally. Virtual jobs, working from home jobs, remote jobs, or if you want hybrid jobs, or if you want the jobs that are required to be present at the offices, different types of job, you can be able to access it via LinkedIn. So apart from looking at the social media platform, you look at the print media, also create a portfolio on the LinkedIn. You can also look at the various websites for different employment agencies, different recruitment agencies. So look at the social media platform, look at the print media, diversify yourself, look at the LinkedIn, also look at various websites for recruitment agencies. Like that, you have widened your pool for job opportunities. That's point number one. Point number two, identify the job that is most suited to you. You have got this pool of job openings through the print media, through the social media, through the LinkedIn, through other advertising recruitment agencies. You have got this large pool of jobs. Don't just apply anyhow. Don't just apply willy-nilly. Don't just apply by trial and error. You just send out several applications to hundreds. You meet other people. They'll say, I've made so many hundreds of applications. I said, how do you do that? You make applications flying all over the place. You fly applications all over the place. Application for a job doesn't work like that. You have to identify a job that speaks to you. You shouldn't feel it in your gut that this job is for me. Okay? The job should be able to speak to you like a magnet. You should feel the attraction to the job. And you actually know when you look at their competences, when you look at the terms of references for that job, when you look at the job description, it should speak to you. It should attract you to your competences. It should attract your skills. It should attract your qualifications. It should attract all the personalities that you, the values that you have, should be able to attract and resonate with the terms of reference for the job. So apply only for, identify the job that is most suitable to you, that most resonates with you. Which job? Do I have a comparative advantage in this job? Do I have all the competences listed in this job? Do I have the skills, the qualifications of this job? Do I have that? So it should be able to challenge you, and you should know that I've got the necessary skills and the comparative advantage for it. Ask yourself the question, am I the right candidate for this particular job? If your answer is no, I've got a shortfall in here and there, and if the shortfall is a big one, don't apply for that job. It's not for you. You have to feel it. The magnet should be there towards a job. Should have a comparative advantage in that job. Therefore, you'll be standing a very good chance of getting recruited. Point number 3, get familiar with the terms of references. Get familiar with the job description. Get familiar with the job specifications. Do I meet the criteria for this job? Okay, that is point number 3. You look at the job description, you should get familiar with it. Point number 4, work on your cover letter. Work on your application letter. Work on your motivation. The motivation should be brief, succinct, to the point. It should be a short one, summarized, just capturing the main aspects of the job that you are applying for. The main skills that you are looking for. Why are you the right candidate for that job? Just capture those ones and put them in your motivation. Put them in your cover letter. Just capture all those, only the important tasks that are required in that particular job. Put it there in a summarized form. Just highlight those key competencies in relation to that job. Look at the job description. If you do that, If a shortlister, a recruiter just looks at your letter, they should be convinced that, oh, this is the right person for the job. Because you've only captured those key competencies that they are looking for, those key specifications that they are looking for. That's what you should capture in your cover letter. Don't make it a page long. Oh, don't make it a cover letter 2-page long. Who will read that? Who is going to read that? Make it short, succinct, brief, and attractive. Only capturing those points, key points that are representing you, so that if somebody looks at it, it should be short, easy to read, and attractive, to the point, brief, succinct. That's how you should make your cover letter. Point number 5, tailor your curriculum vitae, tailor your CV. Do not use the one-size-fits-all approach. Look at the terms of references. You can look at the job description against your CV. A CV is a document that should not take you 10 minutes to finish. It should take you even up to half a day or a full day just working on the application. It can take you a full day, sometimes even 2 days, because you want to tailor your curriculum vitae to the job that is available. You want to get this job, so you should take your time. Don't just apply in a rush. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of your application. So that's why you should take your time, tailor that CV to the job that you are applying for. Of course, don't lie in the CV. Only highlight the true qualifications that you have, the true skills, the true competences. Only highlight that. Don't try to cheat. Cheating does not pay. It's only the truth that will set you free. Point number 6, research the organization that you are applying for, the goal of this organization. What is the objective of this organization? What are the core values of this organization? Are these core values aligning with my own values? Are you okay to work for because of your convictions, maybe religious convictions? Are you okay to work for a company that produces brews beer? Are you okay to work for an industry that works on industrial hemp? Are you okay to work for a cigarette manufacturer? Okay, you have to look at all that. The values of this organization align with my values? Alignment is very, very important, because alignment creates job excitement and it also creates job satisfaction. If you are a satisfied employee, you will definitely be more productive. You'll be happy, you'll be more productive. So look at the alignment. That is point number 6. We're moving on now to point number 7. Practice, practice, practice. You have prepared all this. You have assessed the job market. You have applied for the job that is most relevant to you by working on your application letter. You have worked on your CV. You have researched the industry of the job that you are working in. Practice. Ask yourself potential questions. What can the recruiter ask me? What will the interview panel, what are they looking for? What would they potentially ask me? Research on the internet the most typical questions for that particular job. So you can ask yourself over and over and again and respond. Okay? You can respond even on a mirror just to develop that confidence. Do it over and over again until you perfect your answers. Some answers are broad, sometimes some questions are very general, like questions about teamwork. How are you at teamwork? Questions about change management. How can you approach change management? How can you approach maybe performance management? How can you approach maybe conflict resolution? So there are other broader questions like this that you need to definitely just be aware about. How can you prioritize, handle conflicting priorities in a job? So these are some of the basic questions that you know that no matter what, something will be there on teamwork, it will be there on conflict management, it will be there maybe on change management, something may be there on conflict resolution, I've already said, but something may be there out of these broader questions. Performance management. If you are looking for a supervisory job, how have you ever handled the supervision of staff? How have you done that? So those are the broader questions where you don't have to run away from this. No matter what, you should prepare for these jobs, and also prepare for questions that are specific to the technical areas of your expertise. So practice is very important. A ready job seeker is a confident job seeker. If you are practicing, you'll be ready and you'll be confident. Fear can be smelled a mile away. You are coming on the door. The moment you go into the interview room, you are still already shaking. You are afraid. You are frightened. You are not prepared enough. Point number 8, develop your competences. For you to be the right candidate, you have to develop your competences by studying, by reading, by listening, maybe to the subject area. Develop your competence. Also develop your confidence. Confidence and competence, they should go hand in hand. Sometimes if you are overly confident and you're not competent, if you go to the job, you are going to be exposed. Okay? Confidence alone does not do it. You have to be confident and competent. Otherwise, you not do it. You get exposed once you go into the job. The last point, this one is a do not. I've talked about the things that you have to do, and this particular one is a do not. Do not rely on AI. A lot of people this day, AI is so handy, AI is so helpful in so many ways. AI has truly made life easy. But sometimes people are misusing AI. They are using AI to formulate their application letters. They are using AI to formulate their CVs. They are using AI to fill in maybe their job applications. Don't use AI like that. You can use AI maybe to just check on your grammar. You can use AI maybe to just check on your grammar. You can use AI maybe to check on your spellings, things like those. But don't use it to actually formulate your responses. Don't use it to formulate your application. You'll be found out. The sentence construction, most of the times, it's conspicuous. You can actually see that this has been developed by AI. People can discover that you have used AI to formulate your job application. If you do that, you are closing off your chances. Formulate your application yourself, as I've already said. Formulate your CV yourself. And another thing that you have to do is follow the instructions. Sometimes other recruiters, they say, fill out this application form. Most of us, we are used to the CV. Sometimes recruiters may not need the CV. They've got their own standard application form. So if you do not follow the instructions, you'll find that you're already falling off even before the recruiter, they look at your application. So be mindful. Don't just get excited or don't just get anxious to fill out a CV or to apply for a job. Look at the criteria, the selection criteria. Do I fit in this selection criteria? And follow the instructions. But do not, please hear me on this. Do not rely on AI. Once you rely too much heavily on AI, you can easily be discovered. Once you go into the interview room, you are failing to articulate the issues that you have listed in your own application. You are failing to articulate the issues that you have put in your own CV or application form. You can easily be discovered that this person used the AI. Therefore, you are closing off your chances to be recruited. So that is it, guys. Those are the 9 points that I wanted to highlight for you. I've talked about point number 1, move with time. Don't only rely on print media. Point number 2, identify the job that is yours. Identify your fit with the job. Get familiar with the terms of reference. Get familiar with the job description. Work on your motivation. Work on the cover letter. Should be succinct and to the point. Point number 5, tailor your curriculum vitae, tailor your resume on your job application. Point number 6, research the organization that you are applying for. Point number 7, practice makes perfect. A ready job seeker is a confident job seeker. Point number 8, be confident, and be competent. Point number 9, do not rely on AI. Please, friends, focus on these particular areas. If you do that, you'll get the job of your dream. All the best in this competitive industry, and I'm wishing you all the best, and may God bless. Thank you so much.